Keep going and don't give up.
Journey. I spent the majority of my life being out of alignment, letting things from my past keep me from creating a better future, being unaware that I was blocking myself from receiving money, love, career opportunities, and happiness that I desired to have. I had to make a decision that I was ready for something new. It took me disconnecting from things outside of myself and going inward to connect to the inner powers that live within me. I had to get my mind, my spirit, and my body into alignment, and then take action to creating a life that I am in love with. If you are at a place in your journey where you feel stagnant, like there's nothing more than what you are currently receiving, come join me in MSB Energy Alignment with Ray Inner Circle, and let's get into alignment together. It takes being around like-minded individuals to keep you in the race and conquer those things that seem impossible to do alone. Come and join me, and let's create a life that you are in love with. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Let's get it.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to today's show. I am your host with the most, Coach T, Nicole, coming straight out of Texas. And I want to say, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a place for you to come as you are, be yourself, just show up authentically and just be who you were created to be. You do not have to wear any makeup, you do not have to wear any shoes. Grab your teacup, grab your water, whatever you need to stay hydrated, and let's get to work. So today I have an amazing guest. He is all the way from California. He is my brother, he is my coach, he is my mentor, he is my peer, and he's also the leading star in his movie. And so I'm going to welcome him to the show. I love him to life, and it is so amazing to be able to have him in this space. And as you've seen his commercial, the MSB Energy Inner Circle. So I want y'all to know that I'm a part of that community, and Raymel has been a joy to my life. And when I tell you we're so connected, it's so many things that we have experienced, and it just brought us together. And so I want to welcome him to the show. So guys, help me welcome Raymel. But before we bring him on the show, make sure you subscribe, like to our pages, Driven by Purpose. That's Driven by Purpose, PURPOS 3. Like us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram, because you never know what you might find. So much is in store for you, for being a part of our community, and just for supporting us. And so, if you guys would like to, make sure y'all subscribe to our channels today, because we need your support. That's how we're going to stay in business, because of people just like you. And if you would like to tell your story, inbox us today at Driven by Purpose, and we would love to have you on the show. And also, make sure you like our Facebook page, The Driven Show. And again, I am your host, T. Nicole. Hey, Brother Raymel, how are you this evening?
I am well. How are you? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Yes. So when Raymel come on, we're gonna be here on Wednesday too. It's gonna be
Wednesday.
yes. Look, happy Wednesday. So I love our brother.
Guys.
But it's all good because yesterday was Tuesday, today's Wednesday, but it's okay.
It's just a day. It's just a day.
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. So, Raymel, can you please tell us who you are and where you are from?
Yes, my name is Raymell Bentley. I am an empowerment life coach. I help people who are emotionally stuck in life, who lack confidence, who feel stagnant, don't know what's the next step. I help them get to the root of what that is by just going inward to see what emotions are blocked within them, helping them release it, and truly connecting to the truth of who they are and the powers that's within them. And I am currently in Los Angeles, California.
Woo woo! So LA baby is in the house. So I got a question for you, brother Raymel, because I'm sure some of the sisters and some of the brothers on the show, they are like, how did you get into that particular type of coaching with the energy blockages and things of that nature?
It honestly stemmed from me being my first client. I had to do the work on myself. I had so many things that I've experienced from childhood, from mental, from mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse. Like I had every form of abuse you can think of is what I encountered throughout my childhood and even throughout my life. And I found myself just really repeating the same things, whether it be just in different relationships, different friendships, different circumstances. And I always had that question like, why? And is there more to life than what I'm currently experiencing? And that's when I just really started my self development journey, which guided me to different mentors and different just learnings of me, one of my mentors, the late Bob Proctor, RIP, he introduced me to like the universal laws, which introduced me to energy, which I started to study quantum physics and I started to study the science behind how the universe was created, which connected me to knowing that way I am a big energy field and I have the power to attract and align anything that I want into my life. But what is keeping me stuck and keeping me from gaining access to that power was the emotional blockages that I hold within me. And that's where, as I started to release that within myself, I wanted to support and help others on their journey.
You said something so important, and I hope everybody was listening to what you said because you said about the quantum physics and you said you wanted to learn more because like sometimes when we are traditionally mind like if we have this mindset, oh, it's only supposed to be one way, then we'll get the same exact results. But you said you noticed that something was missing and you kept having all of these roadblocks in your life, and so you went on a journey to discover some things. And so throughout your studies you learned about the quantum physics, so learned about how the body works and how the you said you were an energy force. Isn't that what you said? You said something about you being an energy force. And so surprisingly, I have been on a journey too where I'm learning about the 5D quantum reality as well. So it's like it's a type of study about the cellular, the structures of our cells. And so I was like, ooh, so that is so amazing. And I'm so glad that you mentioned it. So I got a question for you. So the type of clients that you work with, can you explain a little bit about the work that you do with them or what type of programs you offer for them?
Hmm. So normally when someone wants to work with me or need my support and helping them, they're
Mhm.
stuck in life. Like they are either emotionally stuck, meaning they just don't have confidence, they lack self-love, they are financially stuck, meaning they've reached a plateau in what they're bringing in and they just don't know what it is. They're taking all this action but they're not getting the results that they want, or they just have patterns that they continuously repeat and they keep getting the same results as far as just whatever it is that they are experiencing in their life. So they come to me and I help support them with, for one, creating a safe space. Because when we have emotional blocks and we have trauma for our past, we have trust issues. And it's
Mm-hmm.
hard for us to really share all of us in without the attachment of feeling like we're being judged or feeling like we are being heard or seen or even feeling the energy of love being passed to us. So I create that space for them and I just help them get to the root. So I just help them really go inward and really see, like, we go as far as back to their childhood to kind of see like where did this stem from. And I help them with just inner child work. I help them with just visualization, but more in the embodiment of it to really connect with the energy of how they want to feel with things that they're bringing into their life and truly help them connect with their power to attract the things that they want. And with that, I have a 6-month program that I call the Inside Out coaching program. And that's what we're doing. We're creating from the inside out, not the outside in.
Yeah, I heard that. He said we're creating and we're healing from the inside out because so many times we can only look at the outside and feel like, because they look like they got it together, then they're together. But it starts where it starts on the inside. And so many people, if you don't know Raymel, if you go to his page, you're an empowerment life coach, but you're also a personal trainer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you work on the internal as well as the external.
Well, the funny thing is, before I even got into life coaching, I
Mhm,
started off as a personal trainer. Well, before that, I modeled for so many years. But then I
mhm,
got into the fitness world and I started personal training because I built my body from nothing to something. So I'm like, well, let me help others. I like working out. So let me help support others too. And I
mhm.
got certified to personal train. And have had the honor to support and help more than 100 plus people lose weight, sculpt their bodies, and truly become the better version of themselves. But that opened the door for me wanting to life coach because I noticed my clients, they got physical results, but the biggest takeaway that I got from each and every one of them is how I've helped them mentally, how I've helped them shift their perspective on life and just how they operate in their life. And just through the interaction of just conversation, I was in that 60 minutes of us training, was able to help them just mentally, spiritually, and physically within 60 minutes of working out. So I'm like, I like to talk. I like to really get to know people and just help support them anyway. So that opened the door for me to life coaching.
But you know what? I think that's amazing because I want people to understand. And I'm so glad with this type of atmosphere, people are really able to get a deeper insight about who people really are because people may see you on live, they might see you when you're working out, they might see you and get to experience you get to experience you. I can't even get the word out today, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and say it anyway, so they can experience you in the coaching realm. And the good thing is to hear this side of you. Like I work with you personally. I'm
Mhm.
in your group. And the thing is, it's amazing because you help me on so many different levels. And I love the fact that you have all of these different components to you because from the personal training, from the life coaching, the life coaching experience, I feel like it's so you are valuable. You are valuable to so many people. And I want people to realize that they need to book you. They need to get with you. They need to hire you to be their coach. If they don't want the coaching piece, at least check out the program that you have because coaching, there's many assets or facets to the coaching, but the thing is check out the program or get in your subscription program. Can we talk about this subscription program that I'm mentioning?
Yeah, that's MSB. And originally I shift the name. It was MSB Energy Alignment with Ray, which we still
Mhm.
do some of that, but it's now MSB breaking the code of generational trauma because that's really what we're doing. We're breaking the code of generational trauma because I'm doing that within myself for my family, and each and every one that is a part of the inner circle, they're healing themselves, they're connecting to their true selves, to their powers. It's how we truly break the cycle by us really doing the work on ourselves and being an example of what that looks like and what's possible. And that's how we invite anyone, whether it's family, friends, associates, or anyone we come in contact with, we invite them to do the same by us just leading by example.
And I want to say something, guys. I don't always go to the group sessions, but I'm still in alignment with him because when I tell you every time I bounce back or come back, because I'm able to come back, it's like I fall right into place because I'm still doing the work. Because we see me and Raymel, we see each other just about every day, even though he might not know. I'm watching what he doing, and then somebody came to me and was like, "I love Raymel," and they watch Raymel because I had posted a video and me and Raymel did some dancing together. So he dances too. So let's talk about this dancing you do and how can people see you dance?
Well, funny thing is, dancing is truly my first love. I've been dancing since I was like, from the 3 years old is the earliest I can remember, and it's
Uh-huh.
truly a gift that I have that I just keeping it real and transparent. I didn't believe in that gift, and it was because I compared myself to other people, and I
Mm-hmm.
just allowed myself to get lost in the self talk and doubt that didn't allow me to pursue it in the way that I would have liked to because of just the voices in my head that made me feel like I wasn't enough or that I couldn't do it. But dancing to me is, and just for just awareness, dancing is a good form of energy release, because when you have energy in the body and you're trying to let it loose and just free yourself of it, when you dance, it's a form of expression of release, and you're moving the body and moving the energy around. So for me, dancing is my therapy. Like whenever I have just things on my mind or things I may be going through, I'll put on a track and I would drop it like it's hot, pick it up like it's cold, pop lock it. Whatever I feel, vogue it out. Like whatever I feel, it'll come out.
Listen, guys, listen. This interview has brought something out of me because I noticed myself doing something, and I can't wait for me to watch this replay because of the simple fact Raymel, he does something different to me, and I want y'all to know this because it's all energy, and so I'm picking up on his energy as we're speaking, and so it's just allowing me to flow the right way, and so the questions are coming out the way they need to come out. But I want y'all to know something. He said he's an energy coach. He works on the energy. He helps you understand more about energy. So from him getting his studies, from him doing the coaching, from him doing the personal training, from him doing the dancing, it all was in alignment with what he needed to learn, experience, and everything. Even though he had the past traumas, like did you hear him? He said he had his past traumas, but he learned to heal through it. He learned to do the inner work because all of this is inner work. And then you're finding out what energy really is and how it
Mhm,
relates to you and your circumstances. So, Raymel, I want you to do something for me. I want
mhm.
you to tell me how can individuals find you and how can they become a part of MSB?
You can find me on different my different social media platforms, which Raymel Bentley on Facebook, Raymel Bentley on IG, Raymel Bentley on TikTok. That is the key name, Raymel Bentley. And if you go to my IG, I have in my bio, you can go and click on the link in my link tree, and there is where you can sign up for MSB and other coaching services that you feel called to, whether it be a discovery call, which I offer a 30-minute free just to see where you are and where you want to go. And I'll help you shift some energy in that 30 minutes. And you can book either a 1 hour session or join my 6 month program, whatever you feel called to. And I have to put a disclaimer too. I don't work with everyone. And I just want to really put that out because I'm not everyone's coach. And I have to really acknowledge that and know that. So it's all about alignment. Anyone that I work with, I want to be aligned with them as they are aligned with me. And that's how our energies together can really be powerful and I can truly help and support them. But I just realized that I'm not the coach for everyone. So that's where I had to put that disclaimer because everyone is not, we're not meant to serve. And though people may support and they may like my energy, I just may not be that. So it's really I like to do the consultation just to see the exchange and see if it's a good fit for each other.
And I love the way you put it. Like when I listen to Ray Bell, he brings out another side to me because he's telling the truth. We're not meant for everybody, but the thing is, who you are in alignment with, it does it will show, and it will, it's like you'll be connected because you're in alignment, because of the simple fact that's what that means. Alignment is just you're connected together. So everybody, you're not going to probably work with Raymel, but it's okay. It's okay. But he's going to continue to show up as himself. But what's your name on TikTok? Because that's where they can find you on TikTok dancing.
What's the same? It's Raymell Bentley is my TikTok name, and you can go there. And I have everything from, even with my dancing, it's always something of inspiration, because
Mhm.
that's just the core of who I am. So you're gonna see me do a step or two, but you're gonna be inspired by the captions that are on attached to the movement.
Hmm. So I want you to continue to show up every day as yourself, Raymel, because you do. You know, I don't have to. The thing is, I don't even have to tell you that. And I love the fact that you just are a breath of fresh air. And I want people to know that the links are going to be available. So just make sure you click on the post, because the post has all the links that you need to connect to Raymel, because I want you to be connected to him. Because when I tell you, he has helped me on so many different levels, and this is genuinely my brother. Like, I don't care what nobody tell me. When I first met him, we had something, because I wasn't where I needed to be. I wasn't healed in the area that I needed to be healed in. But he was like, Terese, this is how it made me feel. And I respected that. I needed to see that, because I didn't know the damage, or I didn't know what I had done. And so because I wasn't healed, he was like, T, I'm gonna help you. And so I needed the correction. I needed that. And I remember it like yesterday. But when I tell you I've been showing up, I am there. And I'm like, I love the fact that he is accessible to me. And when I tell you, I can't wait to do another video. We go live all the time. And again, this is not about me. It's all about Raymel. But I just wanted y'all to see and understand the relationship that we have, and then the respect, the level of respect that I have, because he's not going to sugarcoat anything. So I want you guys to know that he's not going to sugarcoat anything. So that's why I sell all of that, to just sum it all up. Raymel gonna give it to you like it is, but we deserve that.
It's
We
with
need,
love. It's all with love.
and it is, Raymel, but we needed that. So I thank you for all of this. But you say something. What do you say? Every time you close out, you say
If
anything,
you
not
can
any.
believe it, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Or energy grows for energy. I said a couple, but if you can believe it,
There
you
you
can.
go. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
And
How did you
that's
say that? Go ahead.
that came to me. Honestly, I started to say that and just kind of signature that for the last little over like 4 years. And it
Hmm.
was something that connected to me. I don't know where I seen it, but it just, I seen it somewhere, and I just really, it resonated with me, because I know the power of faith and the power
Hmm.
of belief. And I know that I'm not really biblical or religious, but I do know that in the Bible it says that if you have the faith as small as a mustard seed, that you can move a mountain. And I started to think, well, if I have faith as small as a mustard seed, I can move a mountain. What else can I bring or just do in my life? So I'm like, well, if I can believe it, I can achieve it. And I just really started to, I connected with it. And I just like to leave that with others. Like, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. A lot of us, we don't believe in the things that we really say we want in life. We don't believe in ourselves. So often we doubt ourselves, we sabotage ourselves, we talk down on ourselves, and we wonder why we are in the same place in life, or why we can't bring things we want into our life. So I just want to always remind people, I always say two things: you're a powerful creator. Never forget that. And I always say, if you can believe it, you can achieve it, because we're powerful creators. And if we really connect with that, then we know anything we desire is already here. We just have to get into the embodiment of it. And that's how we align with it and we experience it in physical form.
That is powerful. I hope you guys are taking these notes, because when I tell you, this being Raymel is amazing. Like, he's a vessel. Like, I love what he said. I'm surprised he didn't say it, but he's a vessel. And to be the vessel, to be able to help somebody to have a better experience while they're here, It's amazing to me. And so I love the fact that you show up as yourself each and every day. Do you have any more words of encouragement that you would like to share with our viewers? But before you respond, that commercial, we're going to play his commercial again because I want you guys to hear the message that he's saying. And I want you guys to join us because it's a small community right now. And that's been the best community that I've ever been a part of because he drops so much knowledge and he supports us and he loves us and he checks in. And I love that in itself. And then one thing about it is energy. So, like I say, I can feel the energy, I can feel the love, I can feel the support. And that's the only type of community that I want to be a part of in this season of my life because where I'm going. And so, thank you for healing us from the inside out because a lot of us that experience trauma because some of your story is in relation to my story, and so we know each other's stories. And the thing is, I thank you for being the vessel that God placed in source placed in front of me to be able to see like physically and to be able to reach out and touch to in these times, the just whatever times that I'm experiencing. And I thank you for being who you are genuinely because you are refined. And so I want to say thank you for being my coach. I want to say thank you for just being my brother, and thank you for sharing your story always.
My pleasure. And just know I'm just a mirror of you.
Hmm.
So everything you see in me, you see in yourself, and I'm a reflection of you.
Hmm. Now I had asked you a question. I know I started talking, but do you remember what the question was when I was saying to tell us if you had anything else you wanted to tell us? Hmm.
Um, what do I want to leave? Spirit, what do you want me to say?
Hmm.
And leave with the audience. Um, Believe in your gifts, believe in yourself. Don't let the external noise make you disconnect from the internal truth that's within you. You have so much knowledge, so much wisdom that's inside of you. And when you lean into that, you start to connect with the powers that have always been there. We were born into a world that we were instilled so many things that made us feel like we were disempowered, like we didn't have access to things. So we were born into a world that made us feel like things were limited. And remember that we are limitless and we live in an abundant universe. So connect with that knowing, connect with that truth, and just know that you're the power and presence of God creating whatever it is that you're experiencing. And just know that it's not real and you have the power to take the power back and connect with the truth of who you are.
I hope y'all listened. I hope you. Well, I'm not even gonna say I hope. I'm gonna change that. I believe you listened. I believe you heard what he said. I believe it. Matter of fact, I know you did. So let those words resonate with you. If they are for you, if they are not, that's okay too. But Raymel, thank you because I received it. So our commercial is going to take us out. And so y'all make sure y'all tap into Raymell Bentley on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok, correct?
Yes. And before we go and close out, I just want to shout you out and honor you for what you're doing. Thank you for being a vessel, for showing up and just supporting others and sharing your journey with others so vulnerably, because a lot of us, we hide behind a mask of being these superheroes, but we don't allow ourselves to be the actual being that is behind the cape and the mask of just that powerful being. So thank you for just showing up and just pouring into others, because you help me as I help you. And I'm thankful that we're on this journey together and that we're expanding and growing together. So I just want to say that and shout you out for all that you're doing in the world too.
Thank you so very much. I love you, my brother. You're going to make me cry, but I'm not going to cry. I'm strong. But I love you. I will cry, baby, but I love you. Thank you. Okay.
Along my journey, I spent the majority of my life being out of alignment, letting things from my past keep me from creating a better future. being unaware that I was blocking myself from receiving money, love, career opportunities, and happiness that I desired to have. I had to make a decision that I was ready for something new. It took me disconnecting from things outside of myself and going inward to connect to the inner powers that live within me. I had to get my mind, my spirit, and my body into alignment, and then take action to creating a life that I am in love with. If you are at a place in your journey where you feel stagnant, like there's nothing more than what you are currently receiving, come join me in MSB Energy Alignment with Ray Inner Circle, and let's get into alignment together. It takes being around like-minded individuals to keep you in the race and conquer those things that seem impossible to do alone. Come and join me, and let's create a life that you are in love with. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Let's get it.